This is the Calendly and booking process. So this is also super important. If you don't have this set up the right way, it's going to be difficult. All that stuff that you've done before this, everything you've implemented, the DMs, the process selling VSL, all the stuff you've built, is going to go to waste. So this is arguably the most important part. And I know I say that at every section, but it's all important. But this is really fucking important. So make sure you get this down. And I've laid it out for you perfectly. So setting up your calendar and booking process. The amount of money you're able to make and the closing rate are highly dependent on the process a prospect goes through before they jump on a call with your sales rep. This Calendly scheduler setup process will increase the show up rate as your closing rate. So it's not only going to increase the people that actually show up to your calls that book, but it's also going to increase your closing rate. And I'll show you how. This is some top tier game. No one is doing this shit. This is some next level game. The amount of money I paid for this information, crazy. Now, this training is for Calendly, but you can easily adapt this into Go High Level if that's what you use, or any other software you use. I would recommend Calendly, right? Step 0, creating the event type. So event name, going to go on Calendly, going to create the event type. So for example, breakthrough strategy session or walkthrough call or OnlyFans audit call, wherever angle you're using, right? Location is Zoom. Description. So for example, if we go to Calendly, you're literally just going to go and create event type. One-on-one, me. And then you're going to say walkthrough call, location, Zoom, boom. Okay. Now, description. Use this to describe what the prospect can expect from the call. Free value that they can implement. Right. Date range. We recommend 7 days at a time. So we're going to go next. I'll literally do this with you guys live. Right. So date range. We're going to do 7 days. Okay. Duration. Set your own schedule. Set your custom hours. Whatever you want to do. Right. And then before 15 minutes after, so this is going to be the break that we get in between, because we don't want to be back to back, we don't want calls overrunning, and that's what I say here. So before and after, 10 to 15 minutes break. Now you've done that. Now the next step, the questions you should ask in the scheduler before a prospect gets in the call. This is going to be so key. You need these questions for them to book a call, right? Now you ask these questions in this section. You ask them you just add question, one line, multiple lines, etc., right? So I'll do this with you guys, right? So name, email, link to your OnlyFans profile. So this is going to be a question. I'm not going to do all of it just for the sake of time, but let's just delete this. Add new question, boom, make sure everything is required. Link to your OnlyFans, one line, apply. Next question, what is the next question we need to ask? What are your social media links? This needs to be a medium text box. So for that, we're going to go boom. Instead of one line, we're going to go multiple lines, required, boom, okay? Then, what are you looking to get out of our meeting? Again, medium text box, boom, 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 required, one line, multiple lines, apply, okay? Then, current monthly revenue. This is where you're going to have a drop down. This is going to take me time, so I'm not going to do all this, but I'll show you how you do it. Boom, current monthly revenue, required, okay, one line. Then you're going to do check boxes. Then you're going to do 0 to 10K per month, 10 to 20K, etc., right? Like you get the point, right? And I'll just delete that for now. But you're obviously gonna have multiple, right? So then they can click which one they're at, and obviously I show you what you need, right? So 0 to 5 or blah 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 blah, right? Now, next question. You already understand. There's no need for me to continue with this, right? So we'll just discard this at this point, right? So let me just discard this. Leave. Okay. Now, you're just going to implement all these questions here into that Calendly, right? So you're going to do revenue goal. Where's the main reason why you had, these are all key for you to find out, because it's going to increase your closing rate, right? So because you're already going to know their pain points, you're going to know where they're at before the call. So you don't need to ask these questions. You can just hit on them, right? So ask all these questions and make sure you implement this, right? Now, these are additional, so make all these, so these are all the important ones, from what is your phone number all the way up to name, right? So these are the important ones. These are the ones that we use. Now, there's also, you can also add more qualifying questions if you want, depending on your, the market part you're going after. So maybe you're doing mass content distribution for OnlyFans models. Maybe you're doing viral content creation. Maybe you offer all these suites of services. So you can, this is the point, right? So if you offer all these suites of services, what services do you want to inquire about? You can add that as an additional question, right? So that's what you could do, but you know, we've just kept it simple and we haven't, but that's there if you want to do that and you want to leverage that. Now, number 2, where's the prospect lead after booking a call? If you have a social media that has a lot of social proof on it, we recommend you lead your prospects there instead of a website. If you have a website with content, a lot of case studies, articles, testimonials, then send them there, right? Reminders. We recommend setting 1 to 2 reminders through email and text, and we send 1 email reminder and 1 text reminder of the meeting 2 hours before, and that's the minimum requirement there for reminders, right? And you do that in Calendly. You simply, once you create an event type, I should have just kept this open. Once you create an event type, let's just go to next. Boom, boom, boom. You've done all this. You've asked the questions. You go to next. You've done the questions, you come to notifications and policy, you come to email reminders, text reminders, and then you personalize, right? So you can do 3 if you want. You can do up to 3. So you can do like 24 hours, 2 hours, and then 10 minutes. Like you can do what you want, right? But I've given you my recommendations in the program, and you could do the same with email reminders, right? You could, with email reminders, do 12 hours, 1 hour, and then 20 minutes, right? It's completely down to you, right? Do that, boom, 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 save, right? Okay, cool. So you've done that part, which is the reminders to actually remind them to show up. Now, the most important part is the nurture and flow. So before the prospects jump on a call with me, they receive the following emails. The first email, and I've showed you examples, is first piece of content 1 hour after they book a call. So 1 hour after they book the call, they're going to get an email that says their name, and it's going to say, the subject line is going to say, check this out. Hi, their name. Thank you for booking a call. I like to provide some valuable content to people who book a call with me and my team. So I thought I'd share this piece of content that goes over the importance of having 24/7 chatting on OnlyFans. Click here to watch the video, and then it's a Loom video of me explaining the importance of 24/7 chatting, right? So I'm indoctrinating them, right? Then 24 hours before the call, I send them a written confirmation request. So written confirmation needed. This is to make sure that they show up. So if they don't respond to this, I will go and hit them up to make sure they've received the email, just because I don't want to be sat there waiting for someone to show up and I'm like, oh my God, are they going to show up? So this makes sure that they show up, right? We've even added stuff on you, like, you know, if you do not reply to this email, you will be blacklisted from all our services. And I'd actually kind of recommend that you do that, because it adds a lot of authority, and it adds it just adds a lot of authority and makes them want to, you know, even if they don't plan on showing up, at least they'll let you know, and then they can rebook or reschedule. And then you can even say, like, you can either offer them a link and say, we've done this as well, we've tested tons of these, we've done you know, if you don't reply and confirm that you're going to show up for the call, then you will be blacklisted. And also, if you can't show up for whatever reason, here's a one-time link to reschedule. So we're adding this. We're not actually going to blacklist them. It's not only a one-time link, but we're just putting that out there, so that's how they feel. They feel like, fuck, I'm going to get blacklisted if I don't show up for this call, and I might never be able to receive the help that I need. Or if I can only reschedule once, so I may as well just show up, like, obviously, right? But that's there in case they can't show up for whatever reason, emergency or whatever, right? So due to high demand, we require written confirmation that you will need to attend the call, Please reply to this email to hold your spot within 24 hours, or else your appointment will be cancelled. In the meantime, you can check out this piece of content where I cover how to scale past 50K a month through OnlyFans. I'm just indoctrinating them with valuable content while doing this process. So that's the second part, is the written confirmation request, which is they're going to get sent 24 hours before the call. You need to set these up. They're super easy to set up. You can copy mine exactly and make your own videos, right? Then 12 hours before the call, they're going to get another piece of content, and this is going to be a case study. So 20K monthly recurring revenue in 4 weeks. Find this helpful. Name. Thanks for booking a call. Name. I look forward to chatting with you and hope I can provide great value during our strategy session or walkthrough call or audit call, wherever your angle is. You can implement to grow your OnlyFans business. In the meantime, you can watch this video where I go over how one of my clients went from 5K per month to 20K per month in 4 weeks using only our organic TikTok and Instagram strategies. Click here to watch the video. Speak soon. Best of luck. I'm indoctrinating them. They're watching the videos, they're getting a ton of value, right? And that is the sequence, right? That is the 3-step nurturing sequence, and you can set that up in Calendly pretty easily, and I'll show you how to do it right now. So pretty much, let me just go into it. So we're going to go into Calendly, and we are going to, I need to delete these, fucking hell. Let me delete these quickly. So once these are deleted, the examples. So this is one of our ones that I set up for the purpose of this video, right? So breakthrough strategy session, we've called it. Now on this breakthrough strategy session, we've got everything set up, like the questions, etc., right? We've got all these questions set up, and now this is the workflows, right? So we've got these workflows, and this is what this is. So this is what this is, right? This is going to be the automated emails and stuff, right? So if we go to the workflows tab, this is how you set them up, right? So once this loads, you create a workflow, you do it on an event type, you pick the event type that you would have already set up. Oh shit, I'm making an event type. One sec, my bad. Let me go back. Right, let me try this again. I can just do it from this way as well, right? So I can just go to workflows view, and then I click new workflow. Sorry, I don't click create. So, you know, you can go, so let's just say, right, you've made you've set up everything on you set up all the questions, you've done everything I said. Now you're going to come back here and you're simply going to go to, so as I was saying, you're just going to come back here and you can literally just simply go to workflows, and then on workflows, you are going to literally click new workflow. My screen is lagging. Okay, this is, I am completely lagged out, I think I'm back. Right, okay, so you're going to go new workflow. Once you click new workflow, it is going to take you to this screen. Once it loads, then you can literally just create your own workflow. Sometimes I'll even just click this because it's easier, but you know, create your own workflow. So for example, you're going to look at what we got you, right? So let's just set up one and then you can do the rest. So this is going to be an hour after they book the call, right? So an hour after they book the call. So this is going to be hour after they book the call. Is there an hour after they book the call? Let me just check. Hour after they book the call. Okay, so this is going to be before the event starts. This is going to be sorry, it's going to be new event booked. It's going to be 1 hour, and then it's going to be send email, right? So that's what this is going to be, right? 1 hour after the event's booked. Then we're going to go next. Then we will then set up here, right? So 1 hour after the event's booked, and then you can just do everything we've got here, right? And just make sure on this one, you make sure you include the reconfirmation button, because this is going to be making sure that they're actually going to show up, right? So yeah, I'm not going to like go through it. It's pretty simple. You can literally just come in here, copy this. Okay, check this out. Okay, so literally we're going to go here. We're going to find name. Okay, we're going to go space, check this out. Then we're going to just write what's in here, right? Thank you, blah, 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 blah. So blah, 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 blah. Then insert a link here. Boom, boom, boom. Insert that link. Okay, boom. And then thanks, Dylan, blah, 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 right? Done. Boom. Workflow set up. Save. Good to go. Make it the name you want. So for example, we would just name it this, boom, name that, boom, boom, boom. You get the point, right? Pretty simple to do. And that's going to make sure that they get their emails. So yeah, that's going to be it for this section. This is super key to increase your sales and to increase your show rate. And this is advanced Calendly setup. Just go and implement this now and go and see the results. And again, patience is a virtue. So test, refine, and I'll see you at the top. Peace.